Hey guys, Bart from TST Industries here. In this video, we're going to show you the installation of the TechSpec Gripster tank grips on a Yamaha FZ-09. This kit is comprised of 5 different components, one for this painted surface of the tank here, one for this plastic surface, 2 on the opposite side of the bike, and then also a center tank protector. We'll show you how to apply these to the bike. It's basically like adhering a sticker, but I'll show you a couple tips that will make it a little bit easier on you. So let's get started. We will start the process by selecting the appropriate panels for the right side of the bike here. As I mentioned, they are mirror images of each other, so we have to select the proper ones. As you can see, this one is obviously for the other side of the motorcycle. This one will be the right choice for us on this side. So this one's going to be ready to go for us here. I'm going to do the same here. This is the opposite side, and this one goes in this location. So we can immediately proceed to clean up the surfaces that we will be adhering to. I like to use denatured alcohol. It's a very good degreaser and it evaporates really quickly. If you don't have any of this stuff, you can use isopropyl that is typically available in anybody's medicine cabinet. If you don't have any of that, you just stop by a pharmacy and grab it. Ready to start sticking these panels on. Just going to let it evaporate a little bit. I'd like to start with the larger panel. So I'm going to align it with the bottom edge of the tank. And then from that I'm going to back up until contour matches here in this location. And then just manipulate it around until I like how it fits with all these body lines, and then also across the trailing edge crease of the tank in this location. To me, that looks like probably the best guide. So I'm going to make a choice here to follow this trailing edge crease, and since I have my guide picked out, I can start stripping away the masking from the adhesive side of this pad and move on to sticking it on. I want to mention that this is a C3 compound. These are also available in snakeskin. Snakeskin is drastically thicker and a different material that provides more friction, and that one actually doesn't require the heat, but I like to activate the flexibility of the material with a little bit of a heat gun action, and that enables the adhesive to set better because the pad's more pliable. For the purpose of the C3, we won't be using the heat gun, but you can use a heat gun if you're gonna stick on the snakeskin. So with that said, let's get rid of the adhesive. I'm sorry, the masking. And while doing that, as you're taking it away from the edge, make sure that you're not jamming your nail in between the adhesive layer and the rubber layer, because you will peel the adhesive off, and that's just not good for the pad. Let's go ahead and align it with the crease. Going to roll it on gently and check that it looks right. And I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. So now I'm going to grab a large socket, and I do this because I don't have an adhesive roller. If you guys have an adhesive roller, please use that. I'm just a practical guy. I like to use a big socket as a roller, and that helps me apply the adhesive properly and milk out any of the bubbles that may have formed. All right, that looks good to me. I'm gonna grab this panel, make the decisions on how to apply this panel, what will be my guide for the application. So it looks like gonna come about 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 in from the edges of this black plastic on this edge and this edge. And when I place it here, that looks just right. So once you've made that decision, you can strip away the masking from the back while being careful not to remove the adhesive from the rubber. And I'm really careful to hold it by the edge only while I'm stripping away the masking. That ensures that very little of my finger grease gets on the adhesive. All right, I think I like that placement a lot. This looks good to me. I'm gonna roll it on, and then we're gonna move on to the other side. All right, so now that this is complete, we're just gonna move on to the center protector, which is pretty self-explanatory at this point. If you've gone through these steps, they should be pretty easy. It's really up to you where you place it. These things usually are pretty good for protecting your tank against zippers, belt buckles, things like that. So I'm gonna get mine pretty close to the bottom here, basically mimic the amount of gap I have here and here. And there you have it. This installation is complete. Bike is ready to go. Nice results really quickly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and consider subscribing to our channel. If you feel so inclined, please drop us a message below in the comment field. We always love hearing from you. Besides that, we're done. See you next time.